Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. We say there's things on here that nobody dare say. Isn't that right, Puppy Parsons? And Talk Sport and all the rest of the liquor squad. Liquors off with their heads. So, here we go. Let's get stuck straight in this morning. We've got 20 minutes. I go out for some scrambled eggs on toast or tomatoes on toast. Can't decide. Derek Chisora's piped up, hasn't he? Oh, Derek Chisora. He's saying somebody leaves in an ambulance regarding Crusher Ben, the two-time drug cheat, and Junior, Eubank Junior, the legendary Eubank Junior. What do I think to that? Well, I don't really know, to be honest, because this is how I look at it. Are we all supposed to buy that? Egggate. Terry Chappendama, he's buying it. Porky ain't. So I know what boxing people are. Liars, charlatans, vagabonds. Off with their heads as well. Where is John Coffey? That's what I want to know. Not a cup of coffee. John Coffey. Where is he? Jonathan, I forgot to tell you. The coffee I'm drinking, you keep going on about, it's a no cheeky little number. Americano. I like that Nescafe Zero, but I'm going for this one here today. Americano. Says what it is, isn't it? I've got nothing else going on in my life. So I'm drinking coffee and talking knackers on here. Right, Don Charles and Big Top. Both have done interviews. Both saying different things. What do we think of that? You know, I don't know really. They're going to get caught out, aren't they? The more they open the piles, the more they're going to drip feed us stuff that other people are saying is different in the camp. So I look at it like this. You'd have thought a guy with a piece of the heavyweight championship out of them 5 belts, he's got one of them. Usyk's got the others. You would have thought that he would have come out and said, you know, if I'm not very well and, you know, I've got this doctor's note or x-ray or whatever, but they haven't, have they? They've not done that, have they? They've just ran for the hills, just like Eddie Hills. So Carl Froch's got an interview with Crusher, I've been told. I saw Curtis Woodhouse Instagram post or Twitter asking him if he'll ask this and ask that. Will Carl Froch ask Crusher Ben what the fans want to know? Well, I think he will. I think he'll put it on him for the sake of the sport, because Carl loves boxing. He's done well at boxing. He loves well out of boxing. And I can see Carl Froch getting stuck right into Crusher and asking him some real tough questions. So get ready. This is what he's wanted. He's got his big moment, the big interview. We're not talking like that Turkey one, because Turkey's not a boxer, is he? He's just putting the money up. So I can understand that one. But we're talking Crusher Ben here, who's cheated twice. So, and I know how Carl feels about drug cheats. Ooh, I know how he feels. So I can assure you that he'll be putting it on Crusher. So I can't wait for that. I can't wait. But I hope after the interview, I'm not like that, because I can't defend bullshit. Right. Bean. Super bean, runner bean, could have been, should have been, never been, baked bean, creepy bean, beanie, old Rumpelstiltskin. We're still on to you. We fake stories. Bean, who left Sky to try pastures new and try other things, hanging around Talksport like a bad smell, hoping to get odd gig here, there, and everywhere, and doing a bit with them next door, is he? What do I think about Bean? Well, Bean, you one of them people running around saying Crusher Ben's taking a massive gamble. He's a welterweight fighting a guy that's won a IBO belt at super middle, but they're fighting at 160. And look, Crusher Ben's been a light middleweight for 3 years, and Eubank's been a middleweight years. So he's only stepping up one weight, isn't he? Really? And Eubank's well on the slide, and Crusher's coming up in weight. So stop it, Bean. Stop it. It is what it is. It's a cash grab. So stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. Porky, what did you think to Eubank? Telling Eddie Hills to shut up. I thought it was brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. That's just what we needed in the sport of boxing. That's just what we need, isn't it, really? People standing up to him. Eddie Hills. And do you know what I mean? Eddie's not a fighter, is he? Let's have it right. He's not a fighter. So, you know what I mean? He's a promoter who don't care. Eddie don't care for anybody. Anybody at all. Eddie cares for Eddie. All right? Let's get that right. Sad to see, though, is Crusher Ben's dad there, Nigel, piping up and grabbing who is it by the hand and playing his part in this pantomime. He was telling me they all didn't know about that. Come on. If Nigel Benn cared for his son, he would have smashed Eubank to bits and strangled him. All right, big 14 stone and grabbing him. He would have choked him out, right? He'd have choked him out, or at least had a good one, but we're all staged, in my opinion. We know what boxing is, don't we? It's all staged, but sad to see Nigel there hanging around for a few crumbs and a bit of PR. But that's what it is, isn't it? Boxing, isn't it? They're not going to go and get a job, are they? So, all pantomime, in my opinion, all pantomime. But Daddy Ben there, oh my God. What next are we going to have? Elmer Fudd on undercard and Daddy Fudd there. And White Rhino. And White Rhino's dad, are they going to get at it? You don't see White Rhino's dad putting himself about, do you, like that? They've got a bit more class, though, haven't we, from Doncaster? So, but Daddy Eubank, he'll be piping up soon. He's supposed to be in corner and he aren't night. Well, he's skint in here, so they're saying. So I'm sure he'll be piping up, but it is what it is. But it's a fight, isn't it, really, for all the wrong reasons. In my opinion, it's a fight for all the wrong reasons. And I don't care for none of these vagabonds, me, none of them. I just want to see good fights. That's all we want to see. I don't want feeding bullshit on a daily basis. You know, he said, she said, and blah, blah, blah. And I was on an airplane with Eddie Hills first class, and he had his first Burger King when we got off the plane, and I paid for it. Oh, my God. Starstruck or what? But Eddie needs his dough out of Crusher Ben, doesn't he? What they've got invested in Crusher. He needs his dough. And that's basically it, really. Reflection there, it's from the sun, isn't it? We're getting a bit of spring sunshine now, aren't we? So that's good, isn't it? It's very good. Get the mountain bike out today. Get the old gloves on, though. There's not worse than frozen hands stuck on handlebars, is there? Some nice comments coming in comment section. Who is it? I'm not going to mention your name. You live in Australia, don't you? You're never getting on here, and your comments get removed. All right, I'm not going to have anybody abusing me in emails, so Cameron removes them. So why would I want to have you on here if you're going to stick abuse to me? Hey, why would I have you on here? Hey, you ain't never getting on here ever. The winner for the February is Anthony Austin, the chemist. So he gets his 100 quid. So Anthony, send me your bank details and I'll get the 100 quid sent over to you today or tomorrow. All right, mate? All right, so well done. I think you got a bit lucky because you haven't done views like that video. You've just done the same as other chaps, but it was a trending story. So I suppose you timed it right, didn't you, really, with the Dubois thing? But it's just look at it. It's just a bit of sport in it amongst sort of the commission lads, and I don't think any of them are really bothered who wins. They're all decent kids, all of them work, and all from different walks of life. You know, some have got more dough than others. Some have got I don't know jobs where you've had to go to university to get them some ant, but we're all equal on here. It's all creeds and all different types of races are welcome on here. Look at Terry and Rico. They're high flyers in their jobs, but they're just like me. They like to go out on a Friday night, talk boxing at the bar, and have the crack. And that not crack as in, I mean crack as in have a laugh, banter and that. So, but that they'll always be in here. Them lads. Rico started this with me, so we're all equal. We're all equal. But yeah, Rico started Poker's Corner with me. Rico might come back on one day. You never know. Julian might come back on one day. Boxing drives you around bend, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? But I'm looking forward to the Froch thing. We Crusher Ben, but I don't know how do you play this? What we're going to say on here if you don't ask the proper questions? Will we have to roast the Cobra? It's one of them, isn't it? We're going to see, aren't we? Simon Thompson, big shout out to you. Hope you're well. Big shout out to Peter De Freitas. Big shout out to Big Richard. Burnsy, what are you doing? Are you coming back on? We're going to kick you off at website. Burnsy, lad. So, yeah, it's a fight for all wrong reasons, isn't it, really? Ben Eubank or Crusher versus Junior, in my opinion, but it is what it is. Ben Shalom, what do I think about him and his role in all this? Well, he needs to do something, doesn't he? Because what has he given us since he started with that Sky Sports exclusive? I mean, how do you get that for 3 or 4 shows on? And Carl Greaves holding your hand for a few of them. How do you get a gig like that? A bit like Richard Pox, and how did they get that one at ITV? Imagine that. Big Ron and Mick Hennessy sat outside at ITV offices and Richard Poxon there, and all hoping for ITV deal in the key to Richard Poxon. It's a funny old game, isn't it, as Jimmy Greaves used to say. So, but respect to Chris Eubank for Egggate. So, but I'm not buying it. But respect for somebody. It's kind of like original, isn't it? That nobody's done it like that before. They spat water on people, haven't they? And flipped tables up, but they've had to dig deep, haven't they, to sell it? But they're going to, no doubt, they're going to push the narrative now that it's a drug cheat. So Crusher's going to have to play villain, isn't he, really? And he's going to play the goodie, isn't he, the other guy. Normally, he's the villain, isn't he, Eubank? With all that strutting about stuff. But it is what it is. Eddie didn't know, though, did he? When it kicked off, he was clapping, and then he didn't know what to do, did he? Old Eddie Hills in the blue corner from Billericay. Eddie Hills. Eh? Oh, well, there's no on amateur thing about you, Eddie, having any fights. Oh, no, we're under the name Eddie Hills. Once you tell a lie, Eddie, you got to tell another, or you got to shut it down. Gallagher's Gym, GG. Joe Gallagher, I hope you're well. Loads of love sent to you from me and the commission lads and Terry as well. Hope you're well and your family, mate. Keep battling on, Joe. You can beat this. You can do it, mate. Juggiers saying it's the biggest fight in British boxing history. Juggiers. Only a few months ago, you were sticking it to Conor Benn, but yet on TalkSport yesterday, you're saying, Conor Benn, I like him and I've always got on with him and all that. Why would you be coming out with all that rubbish after what you've been doing to Crusher Ben for 2.5 years? You change your opinion like you change your boxers, mate. You're embarrassing, absolutely embarrassing. You are a licker. I thought Darren Barker were bad. Mate, he is bad, isn't it, Darren Barker? But I thought Darren Barker were bad, but you take the biscuit, don't you? You actually take the biscuit. 1 minute McCauley and Parker's a better fight than DeBar Parker. Then 2 days later, it's a terrible fight. And what is it with you? You just change your mind like the wind, don't you? You are embarrassing. You'll do anything to stay in mix. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing little sniffer you are. What can you do? Ben Eubank, the winner. Canelo, what do I think to that? I think Canelo wipes floor with both of them, but they just want to get paid, don't they? That's all they want to do, just get paid. Oh. Do these people care for boxing fans? No, they don't. They care for that. They don't. They talk legacy, but they care for that. What's Dylan White got on his mantelpiece? He's got a vacant British title against Ian Lewinson, a 20 stoner. That's it. A 20 stone fat man. That's it on his mantelpiece. That is it. But he's like, what's he had? 7 or 8 pay-per-views, headlines. This guy's a multi-millionaire. From what? From doing what? Just from getting his son out there and being a sullen bully like Chisora. Chisora a world champion now. But these people know how to promote themselves, self-promoters. But they're taking your money off you people. Yeah. And they're not going anywhere. Not while this Turkey guy's on scene. They're not going anywhere. They're here to stay. They'll be wheeling this lot out when they're 45. Keep watching. Keep watching. And they'll keep taking. And they'll stopping all these kids coming through. Yeah. Trust me. Trust me. What happened to the Fury announcement? We covered it with commission lads. Where were it? This big announcement. Well, we're Friday now, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're 4 days late. It must be. They must have meant this Monday. Hey, the big Fury announcement. Well, let me tell you this. He's fat as a pig. Fat as a pig. There ain't no announcement. It's an announcement to say there's going to be an announcement. Shit talking. Absolute knackers. So, another thing as well. Wardley put his Senate mix. He said, I'll fight Parker. Why didn't they give him the call? Wardley. Parker don't want to fight anybody that's got a bit of vigour, does he? Nah, he wants to fight old men like Chisora, shot fighters like Deontay Wilder, fat men, old men like Zhang, and even fatter men like McCauley who've had no camp for 6 months. That's Parker. But yet he's supposed to be this roadman. Absolute unbelievable. But like I said, the thing that's cheesing me off the most is the Daniel Dubois silence. Okie dokie. That's about it, really. Well, you had 17 minutes out, man. I wasn't going to done out. So that's it now till Ryan. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, Saturday. Look forward to having Ryan on, Manchester kid. Okie dokie. Booyaka. Max! Give me a ring, Max. When you're a cruiserweight. Big shout out to Canada's boxing channel and Andy's Cavern YouTube. All right. Peace out.